Hi guys, today I'm going to talk to you about parallel universes and helping you along your ascension journey and your awakening journey to see behind the veil. Yeah, I've been on this journey for about 18 months now, and I've had terrific assistance from the people around me and from our guides and from our higher self. And I've spent a lot of time running down rabbit holes and staying very mind focused. I've got a fascination with being a detective type of thing, trying to solve riddles, trying to solve mysteries, and just trying to use my brain too much in this process. Now, the what I have found, and I'll go back to my examples about parallel universes and the like, and Tartaria, mud floods, that type of thing. But the ascension journey is about going inwards, and it's about unlearning what you've been programmed into your mind, into your brain, by society, by your schooling, by everything around you, governments, media. And it's about getting out of your brain and getting into your heart, and also trusting your gut. We've got three very powerful energy centers, sort of brains. The one obviously that we all know about is the, from an ascension point of view, this is the one that you least need. What you're needing, you want to have your heart opened. The ascension journey is through the heart, through love, through unconditional love, and that's unconditional love of yourself, unconditional love of everything around you, and that's not only people, not only animals, but everything, all sentient beings, all dimensions. When you get your head around the complexity and the scope of this, your mind can't cope. Other than the heart, the other gut center, the other center is your gut. Listening to your body, trusting your body. Your body speaks to you, and this is, when you get into let's say a frightening situation, you get that feeling in your gut. That's your body telling you. That's not a that is a very powerful message coming through to you from your higher selves, and your body is responding to that. Now, we haven't been taught this, but that is what we've learned along the ascension path, is trust your body. Learn, get your body right. Your body is an instrument. There's tremendous energies coming through, across the veil, or through the veil, and the more sensitive you are to those, the more psychic you will become, the more empathic you will become, the more sensitive to everything. And these energies are what you're going to be using. So, in a nutshell, you've got the three brains. The one that you don't need is the one that we all rely on. The heart is massive in this process, and then your gut brain. Now, coming back to the story of this video, parallel universes. Now, I've come across parallel universes a couple of times. The first one was just by accident. I love maps, and I've been studying, as I said earlier, Tartaria and mud floods, and I just devour maps. So I now no longer need to, because I've moved on. But for months I devoured maps. I couldn't, every ancient map, and I would look at things. I found so much information, so much history in the maps that I just didn't understand before. But I came across one. It was a Latin map, and it was very different, very weird. But it had everything. Everything was in the right place, but the names were different. And I translated the one, just by absolute luck, I translated the one from Latin into English using the Google translator, and it led me down a rabbit hole, and I found it was to do with Catholicism, and that had this Pope. But the people, I didn't recognize the countries, and I didn't recognize the people. And anyway, so we put this up through to our guides, and we got information back that I had found a parallel universe, and it is the kingdom of Sidon. It is on Wikipedia. It's, most people would just come across it, just think, oh, this is somebody's fantasy, and move on with it. But my guides came through and confirmed. Well, I didn't know what it was. I just asked the question, and they said this is a parallel universe. which blew my mind. And it got me more to understand the concept that there is not just one Earth, one solar system, one Milky Way, and one universe. There are a multitude of universes, and there's so many dimensions. We just, in the third dimension, we just have got no clue. It is not there for us to see. And as you awaken, you gain these additional powers because you're starting to receive the energies and you're communicating with your guides. You can get the answers to everything. And we have been told everything exists. Everything that you think of exists. So there is nothing that is, and this is what blows your mind. This is why you can't solve this riddle in your mind. This is not a puzzle for the mind. This is, you've got to go into your body. You've got to start listening to your heart. You've got to start listening to your gut and deprogramming, because these subtle signals are coming through and the answers are there. Yes, you've got to build up trust in the process, and that's everybody's different at that. But I did my due diligence, and I tested my guides in all the ways that I thought. I try to make sure that this isn't some illusion, or I'm not going crazy in this. And it blew my mind. The way they answered the questions, the way they knew where I was going with this, and they set up a grand finale for me. I just started crying and at that point I knew, right, I put my trust in this process, and that's what I did. The planet of the apes, it exists on a parallel universe. Everything exists. As I said earlier, with Tartaria and mud floods, that's been a big, I spent months on that, because there's so much maps on that, but there is no answer to it in the 3D. And my higher self came through, and I got the answer that what Tartaria existed, and it still exists today. It's a fifth dimensional people. They are humanoid, but they're different to us. They are bigger than us, but they have monstrous lungs. Inside the body, they have monstrous lungs because they are breatharians. They can use the energy that comes through the ether, and they have tiny little digestive systems, which just runs down along the spine, down into a much smaller digestive system than we have. They eat different food to us. Out of necessity, we have had to eat animals and a lot more energy dense food, but this keeps us in 3D. In the fifth dimension, you don't eat the sentient beings around you. The energy is there. They had free energy. We will have free energy. So there's so much. There's so many rabbit holes, and they are so interesting. Not everybody, but so many of us get some type of rabbit hole, and we go down it. And what I'm trying to say to you is, be careful of using your mind. That is the trap. The answer, you do not ascend through your brain. You do not ascend through your brain. You need to open your heart. You've got to clear all your chakras. You've got to do your shadow work, and you've got to listen to your body. The signals are here now. There are sentient beings all around us. There are dimensions. Some of us are highly sensitive and they can see it. Most of us can't. But where we are going, we are all going to be doing this. This is the most glorious time to be on Earth. We're going from a third dimensional existence where we lose our memory and we lost our connection, for most of us. Now it's starting to come through. The energies are coming through. Earth is in 5 already. We're on the process of trying to catch up with Gaia, but we've got the work to do. But the universe is love. Source is unconditional love, and this is you've got to go through your shadow work. You've got to unprogram yourself, and do the work on your heart, because when you get into your heart space, so much more will come to you. Light language, for example, it is heart-based. You do not. It does not come into your brain. You don't think. You don't learn how to do light language. It's just the communication from your guides, communication from your higher self. Your connections become stronger. but are connected through your heart, and that is the objective of this lesson, of this video today. Try, you need to deprogram yourself from being mind focused and become heart focused, and listen to your bodies. The energies are there. The ascension process is magnificent. It is so much fun. There is so much to do, and this is truly the most glorious time to be alive on earth. Thanks everybody. If you've got any more questions, please feel free to drop us a line. We've also got a website where we've got some blogs on there and other information. But yeah, we are here to help as much as we can, to help you on your ascension journey. And we are in the fortunate position of having very powerful connections through the veil. So we can answer questions, but it's that is my advice for today. Get out of the mind. Thanks everybody.